What's up, guys? Spenny. In the single bassist clip of the entire week, Bill Maher goes in and says that QAnon deserves an apology based on what we've learned from the Epstein list.
What were your thoughts
Listen
about
to
the
this.
Epstein files and 3 million pages being released, and now we are hearing that Bill and Hillary Clinton have both agreed to testify in the House ahead of the contempt of Congress vote. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I mean, this is certainly something we were talking in my meeting today about what I'm going to talk about on the show Friday, because it's just too interesting. And also, I can't believe I'm saying this, but where does QAnon go for the apology? I mean, QAnon, which believed in lots of really ridiculous things, like, Democrats eat babies. Yeah. But they were kind of harping a lot on the idea that the elites are running this pedophile ring. And I mean, I made jokes about them. I also made jokes after the Epstein thing happened originally that were on the idea of, obviously there was some smoke there. Well, now with all that's come out in the last couple of weeks, there's a little more than smoke. It does look like anybody who was at all able to get in touch with Jeffrey Epstein, he was the man.
We're doing it.
They just, yeah. I mean, and then they all lied about it. Everybody has, and the arrogance also of thinking they could just use their real name in an email, which they did, and didn't try to couch it in, when I used to get pot before it was legal, it was like, I'd like 2 shirts, please, and no seeds in the shirts this time. You had to sort of codify it. No, they're just openly talking in emails about this sort of, sexual perversion, and that they were all doing, and lots of people who you didn't think, or I never imagined were doing it. I see these names come up. So, I mean, QAnon, yes, a lot of crazy there, but you know what? You weren't totally wrong about that, guys.
Where does QAnon go for their apology? So Bill Maher says that he's going to then prepare his show in order to go hard in on the Epstein files. And that is precisely what he did on his program. Bill Maher saying rich and powerful lied about Epstein, hard time believing that they are clean. Epstein Island's like a Hooters. The entire power structure of the world is saying, yeah, I was just there for the wings. Whew.
Rock.
Here we go. And Bill Maher knows like a lot of these people.
A few bugs,
right? This is like this is the Ricky Gervais.
Man, the more you lift up this
is the Ricky Gervais. Like, you all knew Epstein. You all flew on his jet. You had to come here on your own plane this time, didn't you? Don't laugh at me. Don't boo me. He was your friend.
This Epstein thing, man. The more you lift up this rock, the more you see it's not just a few bugs that were crawling around under there. I mean, like, remember for a long time, who's on the list? Who isn't on the list? And what these new emails show is they all lied, all these people who were saying all these, we were never met him, we weren't there, didn't do anything. All lied. It's like Epstein Island is Hooters, and the... and the entire power structure of the world is saying, yeah, I was just there for the wings.
It's good to see him go in. Bill Maher continues to be visibly outraged, reads disturbing emails from the good guys who are too close to Epstein. Again, I love this point where it was like, if you're going to be a bad and horrible person, you should own that. All of these people are fake. They've been fraudulent. They've been lying to you. And I think that's what's most despicable, right? Donald Trump, he is who he says he is, right? Donald Trump's been who he says he's been for all of these years. And it's the moralizers, the people who lecture you about being high-minded on these things. These are the people you have to watch out about.
Powerful
these are
men
the holier-than-thou
bad
people.
Like this, I'm sure they have. Genghis Khan, I'm sure, did his raping and pillaging. But he wasn't a phony about it. He didn't pretend he was a good guy, I would imagine. Now, some of the people, Noam Chomsky, that was like the deal breaker for me. Noam Chomsky, Deepak Chopra did you find me a cute Israeli? He says, this is in an email, and then they go on about it and just joke about it. You know, how can you listen to this guy as a guru after this? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to pick on him. I know him. He seems like a nice guy, but obviously there's this other side to this Peter Attia guy.
This guy's been destroyed.
I saw him on 60 Minutes recently, this great guru of health, and he's saying some of the...
Oh, man.
What?
Some of his stuff was like...
I go into Jeffrey Epstein withdrawal when I don't see him, he says. The problem with becoming friends with you, he says to Epstein, the life you lead is so outrageous, and yet I can't tell a soul.
That's terrible.
Peter Attia also missed his son. Like he refused to visit his son in the hospital when his son was sick and hospitalized. This is the doctor, right? This is the health guy. In order to go and spend quality time with Jeffrey Epstein. So Bill Maher straight up saying it, going in on Bill Gates. I mean, this is probably the worst of the worst, is Bill Gates when it comes to the fake
He wrote
moralizing.
an email to himself. I didn't even know that was a thing. I've never, do you write emails to yourself? I've never done, okay, so wrote an email to himself claiming that Bill Gates was worried that he got an STD from one of the Russian girls, and he wanted Epstein to hook him up with an antibiotic they could slip into his wife's coffee. I mean, of all the sleazy things I've ever heard, and of all the people not to have antivirus protection.
That's good. Man, when it's good, it's good. Oh, that's great. Bill Gates obviously getting it as bad as virtually anyone other than Bill Clinton, but those two Bills truly have been exposed again as like the fake moralizers who are constantly lecturing you about how bad your life is, or how what a terrible person you are, and how you must be more virtuous when they are the biggest scumbags on this list. Ladies and gentlemen, final clip here, hilarious, from Chris Christie. Here you go.
What's come out in like the last week or so has changed the story a lot for me. Like I said, we turned over this rock. It's not just a few bugs under there. It's like, who isn't under there? You're not in there.
No.
Are there any Canadians in there?
This is what it's like. I'm going to be married 40 years next month. And I know you don't applaud that. But,
No, I do.
Here's what it's like to be married 40 years. I'm not on there, and my wife said to me, how aren't you on there? So, like, there is an element of not being able to win on that argument. It's like, I don't know. I didn't want to be.